We invited a couple alternative doctors tonight because we thought the audience might be interested to meet them.
My name is Dr. Jack Wolfson. I'm a board-certified cardiologist. First of all, I want to say thank you so much, Dr. Rapp. It's almost like seeing like Rachel Carson. You know, it's her 50th anniversary of the book Silent Spring. To see someone like Dr. Rapp up here, it's really a treasure that we all get to see her. So thank you again for a wonderful, wonderful lecture. I left a large group of cardiologists, over 40 doctors, to start my own practice actually in the last couple weeks in Paradise Valley. And I practice holistic cardiology. My goal is to use nutrition, supplements, lifestyle changes, very similar to what Dr. Rapp is talking about, to get my patients off of pharmaceuticals, to prevent disease, to treat disease in my practice. I order advanced blood testing, all different kinds of diagnostic tests to see what people's levels of inflammation is, their genetic markers, and like I said, just mostly focusing on cardiology, but there's really nothing that I've turned away so far. I am trained in internal medicine, 3 years of internal medicine, 3 years of cardiology, so anyways, thank you so much.
I don't think there's a dozen cardiologists in the country that realize that hypertension, irregular heartbeats, tachycardia, all those things can be sometimes due to nothing but a sensitivity to some exposure. And there isn't one doctor in thousands that would even consider that as a possibility. And so I think it's just great that he is so open-minded that he's looking into this part of the picture and picking out these nails that are causing that kind of a manifestation of illness.
I'm Walrad. I'm a classical homeopath by training. And what is a classical homeopath? I mean, most of you probably don't even know what a homeopath is. Well, homeopath, we use dilutions, like Dr. Rapp was speaking of, but we use them in all kinds of ways. And that's our education of understanding these dilutions and how these dilutions are meant for people on many different levels. For example, as a classical homeopath, I'm trained in asking you come and I don't even have to ask you can start telling me, I get to listen to all of your symptoms. I mean, not many times you get to say, yes, I can tell you about the pain in my left foot. At the same time, I can tell you that I don't hear out of my right ear. And all those things, including the trauma you may have had when you were a child, are all important to us. Because what we do is we take all those symptoms and like an allergen, we look at different ways of finding that match in a very unique way, and it's a very gentle approach. And what happens when you finally find, and sometimes we are very quick at doing this, and sometimes it takes a while, but what happens is that the inside of you gets so strong. You know, that vital force gets strong, and all of a sudden you're not as allergic to certain things as you may have been before. You really think that your husband looks a little better than he did the day before. You know, there's all kinds of things that keep us from getting well. And that's what I'm looking for. We're looking for what keeps you from getting well. Is it a thought? Is it something in the environment? Or is it something from your past? And it's an exquisite science and it's an exquisite art.
Hello, my name is Mario Fontes. I'm an acupuncturist. I have an office at the American Medical College of Homeopathy. And we're on Camelback and 20th Avenue. I've been practicing a non-invasive approach to holistic medicine, which is kind of strange because I'm an acupuncturist, but I'm not going to come and stick a needle in someone. I'm going to figure out if they have an obstacle to cure, if maybe there's an environmental problem going on, a food allergy. An exercise we can give them, nutrition, before we do stuff like giving them harsh medicines or recommending surgeries. So a lot of times people are interested in alternative medicine and they don't know where to start.